Hi everybody, I'm here doing some quadratic functions and we're trying to determine the equation of the quadratic function in factored form on this by using the graphs that we have. So we're going to start off with that first one. So factored form has a specific setup, so we're going to take a look at that. We're going to write it right here. So it's y equals our a value, and then in parentheses we're going to have x minus our one of our x-intercepts or our roots, and then we have the other one as well. So that's R1 and R2. So let's start off with that because we're asked to do it in factored form. Now, first thing really simple to do is you can see where it's going through the x-intercepts right here at 4 and right here at 10. So those are the two intercept spots. So when you're writing these equations, because they are positive, we have to do like it's the opposite, because this is the way that that setup is always done. So we're going to start off with replacing those because we're just going to pop those in. So you're going to have x minus the first value, which we said was 4. And then our second one is 10. So then this is replaced with that. Now, the other thing that we're going to do is find out what that a value is. Not always just going to be a, right? Obviously, it has to be something. It's either 1 or it's going to be something else. Just can't be 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look straight down here. I see that there is a y-intercept. If you can see it really nicely and closely, you can see that it is negative 20. So in order for me to figure out what a is, I know what y is. Y is at negative 20. So here, we're going to replace that y with a negative 20. And we're going to solve for a. So we've already figured out, this part right here. So we're going to just kind of replace that part. Now, in order for me to make this, and I probably should have just actually written it in there instead of wasting the space. That's the y-intercept, right? But the x-coordinate was at 0, right? Because that y-intercept is at 0 for x, and then the y-intercept is whatever it is, which in this case is negative 20. So we are all set. We filled in everything we needed in order to figure out our a value because we're just missing that one thing. Now we can go ahead and we can solve. Negative 20 will leave the way that it is. We have to figure out a. And then in here, 0 minus 4 is negative 4. Here, this is going to be negative 10. We'll go ahead and multiply these two together. So you're at negative 20 is equal to 10. Negative 10 times negative 4, which is going to be 40a. So I'm just replacing it and rearranging. And then we go ahead and solve. Divide both sides by 40. Those are going to cancel, leaving me with an a value of a negative 20 over negative 40, which is otherwise known as negative 1/2. So I now have my a value, and now I can go ahead and just change this out and go back to the beginning. These are the two that we're going to place in there, and we're going to change that a to what we just got. So our finalized equation is going to be y equals negative 1/2 parentheses x minus 4 x minus 10. And that's how you do a factored form equation. And that makes sense because we have an a that is negative, and that is the hill-shaped graph. So we are all set and ready to go. If you want more questions like these, you can find them on my YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at U1Algebra. All these are going to be located in the quadratic formulas section. And don't forget to like, share, and follow for more.